Mike Gallagher here from CCS to show you why the internet is a viable medium to promote your locally based business. We'll show you how to get leads and sales from using the internet for your local business. A local business is any business that provides products or services to a local geography. These companies include couriers, taxis, dentists, realtors, defense attorneys, some financial services, home improvement services, retailers, electricians, and some plumbers, just to name a few. Before I get into some of the details, I want to prove to you that the internet truly is a viable means to promote your company. Now check this out. 84% of US-based internet users performed a local search, or 129 million people in the United States were looking for a local business. 31% of all business buyers turn to a search engine first when looking for a locally based product or service. 43% of all searches on the Google network included some sort of geographical identifier or modifier. Now, 86% of those people followed up with a phone call, and 61% of those people ended up making a purchase offline. The point is, search engines drive more traffic to a website than all other mediums combined. People are using traditional means less and less to find local businesses such as the Yellow Pages. People are clearly using the internet more and more to find local businesses. You need to be able to be found. Since being found on the search engines will drive more traffic to your website than all other mediums combined, it is also important to note that as of June 2009, Google holds 81% of the market. They're responsible for 81% of all internet searches. Now, when conducting a search on Google, local or not, Google tries to decide exactly what you're looking for. Google will choose to display different types of information based on the search. The three most important types of results for a local business are the three types of results that are most often displayed. Paid advertising, referred to as Google AdWords or pay-per-click, the local business results, which we'll refer to LBR, and finally, the mainstream organic results that Google was founded on. 80% of the users will click on either the local business results or the organic results. These listings, you can't pay Google to get higher rankings. In order to be found in these areas, it requires effective marketing in the right places on the internet, creating transparency and exposure. Paid advertising, referred to as Google AdWords or PPC. These listings will typically show up with 1, 2, or 3 results at the top and the remaining advertisers on the right-hand side. You pay Google every time somebody clicks on your ad, and essentially, the more you pay, the higher you'll be listed. The local business results are something Google introduced in 2006 through what is called Google Maps, and in April 2009, Google brought their maps into their mainstream organic results. This was a big change, folks. In some cases, for example, if you searched for defense attorney without adding a geographical modifier, you'll also notice that Google Maps, or the local business results, is put right into the mainstream results. Now, as of April of 2009, this became a real challenge for most internet marketers and local companies. The challenge was that Google treats these listings very, very different than the mainstream organic results. Now see, Google has to decide which website to place number 1, 2, 10, and so on. This is done by a computer running a mathematical equation, which is called an algorithm. The algorithm for the local business results is very different than the algorithm used for the mainstream results. Each requires a different marketing strategy in order to be found. The difference is like trying to find a business in the Yellow Pages versus a local business directory publication. Both could have your company listed, or neither could. Either one could give you prominence over the other, and each option requires a different method to gain exposure. Each serves a different purpose. Google local business results and Google organic results are just like that. However, they are both areas that will drive qualified traffic to your website. The Google organic mainstream results are the catalyst of search. This is Google's heart, their most guarded service. These results are what put Google on the map, who later made the map. Like the local business results, you cannot purchase spots on Google Organic. It's up to Google to decide who goes where. Google got so good at making these decisions that they are now the leaders by a long shot in search. 81% market share. Again, it's the algorithm that decides the relevancy of the position. Google looks at a variety of factors to determine that position. Improving your position takes time,
And it is possible for almost anyone to get listed in the #1 spot. Now, it's one thing to be found on the internet and encourage the buyer to click on your website. But what happens once it comes up? I swear, 95% of local small businesses have it completely wrong. Heck, even look at the definition of a website from Wikipedia. It says, a corporate or company website is used to provide background information about a business, organization, or service. In my opinion, this is dead wrong. Your website may have the information on there, but consider this fact from Google. 98% of new visitors who come to your website never come back. 98%. My definition of a corporate website is to engage the targeted visitor into some sort of call to action. We'll call it a CTA. For example, let's discuss a prospect, a future customer coming to your site. When they land on your site, you want them to engage into some sort of call to action. A positive CTA may be to pick up the phone, fill out a form, send you an email, make a comment, place an order, or request more information. Somebody coming back to your site to look at background information is not a call to action. Now, don't get me wrong, background information and frequently asked questions are important, as these tools are there to help improve the CTA. No matter what is done on a site, if it's not intended to help improve the CTA, it's not worth doing. Your ego doesn't matter, so don't go over the top. Now, our free website assessment, we will show you some key areas of your website that you can use to improve in reference to the CTA. Traffic plus conversion equals profits. Remember, when we provide you with a free website assessment, we look at two areas. One, driving traffic, and two, conversion. During this analysis, in reference to driving qualified traffic to your website, we'll provide you with a keyword research report for your first 5 major converting keywords, an on-site report of your website, what is going wrong with your website in the eyes of the search engine. We'll run reports on the programming and the back end of the site to ensure that it's being validated. We'll also provide you with an extensive competitive report on why competitors are outranking you in Google. And finally, we are going to outline specific steps to create the right mix of online exposure so you can rank high. In reference to conversion on your website, we're going to provide you with an analysis of the various audience groups who frequent your site. We're going to identify the objective and minimum objective of each audience group. We're also going to provide you with a list of tips and suggestions to improve conversion on your website for each audience group. And finally, we're going to show you a system that you can immediately implement to properly measure all of your internet marketing successes. Your next step is to sign up for a free website assessment at www.idoitonline.com. We are going to need some basic contact information. Now, you are going to be put on our mailing list, of course, which you can opt out at any time with one click. We also hate spam as well. Expect up to 24 hours for us to get in touch with you to book your time. And also book anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes of your time to complete the assessment. Your final decision at that point is that you're going to have to decide to either A, learn more and do this in-house, or hire an internet marketing agency such as CCS. We hope that we will earn the right during this assessment to provide you with a comprehensive proposal of pricing and ultimately earn the right to do business with you. You will only receive one follow-up phone call from us. Presentations are intended for educational purposes only and do not replace independent professional judgments. Statements of facts and opinions expressed of those of CCS, and unless expressly stated to the contrary, are not opinion of positions of Google or other search engines.